With the eyes of the world watching, it's time for the biggest event of the year as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, it's a battle for one team to join the greatest to ever play the game between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Las Vegas Raiders. The moment has finally arrived, football fans. Time to close out another season, and we're underway in Super Bowl 62. Showing a little burst so far, and he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Sit high. Sit high. Sit high.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. And a nice 70-yard chunk on the opening snap of this game.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Here we go, son. Green 19, dress his hat. Sit high.
Benson once more. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Here we go. Sit high.
1st and 10. Here's Fields. It's caught. It's Cade Otton. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now.
Don't jump. Ready? All right.
Running from the pistol with Benson. Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to have 1st and goal. He's out of bounds just shy of that 5-yard line. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. A pistol snap, Fields. And they score. It's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Cook it, my feet.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10.
Ready, go!
Back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Now we got the first carry of the game for the rookie out of Arkansas. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They've got first down here from the 36. They give up the guts. It's Genty. And he's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Go! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready, ready?
Another give here to Genty. No one's around him. He's got space. Has a hole left. Room to run. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders finish off their opening drive.
You know, Kate, I think one thing we've clearly learned about the analytics of this game at the NFL level, explosive plays matter. And to get one on the opening series, that has got to feel good for this offense.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders start off well to tie things 7-7. Tie ball game now as they send this away. Tucker now on the return.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Good night.
Drive begins with a run by Irving. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Here we go. Tonight.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
So after the sack, quite the situation they find themselves in. Here comes 2nd and 22. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Out left and Otten makes the grab. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Offense up to the line fast. Turning to Benson on 3rd. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. It's a gain of only 1 yard. That's going to leave him with a 4th and 2.
It's now 4th down.
From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2. We've reached the end of the first quarter of Super Bowl 62. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Miami in just a moment. Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for it. Here's Fields. Got his man. Thomas has it. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Here we go, son.
Fields out of the gun. He's got it inside the 25. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Don't jump. Ready? 222. 222. Hey, Ken. Let go. You got a mini base. Why not? Tonight.
Now Fields. This one's caught. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's Benson. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That run now has put them in such a great spot, Kate. You get a run like that inside the 1st and goal situations, there's a whole lot of confidence when you break the huddle.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Here we go, son.
Fields throwing here. And he's going to have the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Buccaneers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Raiders 7.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Hold it ready.
Raiders just about ready for this one. And it's 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Ready.
Working now from the gun. Finds the in route complete. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
That's a gain of 3.
It'll be 3rd and 5 on the other side, Brock, as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More of the Super Bowl coming up on EA Sports. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Come on.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
When that play caller decides run-pass option, you're not thinking a sack, especially on 3rd down. Give it and run it. And if you're going to throw it, boy, you got to get the ball out of your hands.
Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on 4th. They're going for this. He finds him beyond the marker. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. They left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Dropping back to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do getting home with that sack.
He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
3rd and long for him here. On the move, headed right. That one going to go against the D. So they make the stop, but they do it with some illegal aid. The referees say there was interference that time.
And this is why it is so hard to stop these offenses. It's hard enough to cover, right, obviously, without being penalized, but then you get a little bump, you get a little push, and now you get a 3rd down conversion via penalty.
They got the interference call on 3rd down, and that keeps this drive going with a new set of downs. Throwing from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
That's now the 3rd time that he's been hauled down in this game, and that one was a biggie. Something's got to get figured out. Either the protection's got to be shored up, or the QB's got to get rid of the ball. You cannot take those kind of negative sacks.
That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 14.
They need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down.
60 Vikings. Ready.
He'll throw it. Taking a shot deep here. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted. Jamel D makes the play. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Well, while we all enjoyed that halftime show, right, Brock? These guys were strategizing how to win that Lombardi. We're back underway in the Super Bowl. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Buying some time left. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Here we go. Start. Viking 18. Ready, right?
This is Genty on second. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Yaya Diaby brings him down. Now following the play, we see the medical staff hurrying out for an injured Buccaneer. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Quite the brave call they're making in this situation, Brock. They're going for it on 4th. Looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Brought in close to the 8. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
With the screen here to Godwin. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Another snap from the 8 here in 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Option play they give to Benson. He's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers push their lead further to start the half. Trey Benson, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
Running through the pistol here with Genty. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him, and it's 4th down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Here's the snap on 4th. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Couldn't find a completion on 1st down. It's the first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. You've been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball. And they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long.
Green 19, tonight.
They'll air it out on 3rd. There's a screen to Benson. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. Can't get a hand on him. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Bucks have the 1st.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Fields on 1st down. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it sets up 2nd down.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively...
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darian Porter. And the Raiders are going to return this up beyond the 20 before being tackled. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Brought in inside the 20. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders parlay the interception into points. That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders chuck the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Raiders 14.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Tucker now on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And that's where they'll begin the drive following the return. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Here we go.
They'll empty the backfield, motion him right. They give to Irving to start this drive. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get...
And down he goes. Raiders got him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards.
Here we go. Chip clear. Come on,
Fields now, 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That is Nick Emanwari. Well, they've still got the lead, Brock, but they've been unable to find any separation, and now a couple of drives in a row have ended with interceptions.
Might not have cost them the lead quite yet, Kate, but you just know this offensively. You just continue to make mistakes, errors, turnovers. You give your opponent life. That's not the place you want to be.
And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Ready.
2nd and 3 now. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Tried getting that one to Brock Bowers. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Back to throw on 3rd down. That's complete to Bowers outright. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's just instinctive. Like a great running back, they just know how to buy a little bit more time and to create space to find those completions outside the pocket.
Here we go.
So we've hit the end of 3 in Super Bowl 62. It's Raiders football. They need to make up this deficit quick for a chance at the title. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Let's go now.
First down, play action. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone. Brock inside the 15. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Ready.
Quick throw to the left is complete. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
Ready.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go. Ready.
He keeps this one himself. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, the QB keeper, it gets 0.
Get up. Just the Eagles. Get up.
On 3rd down, Genti. And this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
A loss of a yard.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Into traffic, complete. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a first and goal.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes thrown into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, you keep.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Raiders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Now they're on for the most important extra point of their entire season. And he hits that point after, so we're all set up for a heck of a finish here. We're tied in the final frame of the Super Bowl. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Thomas on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. Hand off to Benson to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Short pass brought in. And he's brought down at the 30, right near that line of gain.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
We got the football caught, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker, fourth down. Back to throw it. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
One way or the other, that was going to be a decisive play to break this tie. They thought that they could pick it up, no question about it, and build some momentum down the field. But how about a shout-out to that defense, now setting their offense up in great position.
Ready.
On first down, Gentile. And he'll stay upright through this lane, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
It's the 2-minute warning from Miami. Raiders going for the win here.
Ready.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Hawk 70, Hawks. Ready.
Back to Gentile. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
Here we go. Strike. 70 Lions.
Here he is to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Come on. Hey, catch the Eagles.
Straight ahead with Gentile. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Tampa spends its second timeout now, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here he is to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. Brought in. And he's out of bounds, so it's going to be third down and maybe their last snap before trying a potential game winner.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy 80. Steady.
And off to Jesse. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up fourth down. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. So on fourth down, they bring him out for his most important kick of this game. A very short kick here from the right hash.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Here's Thomas on the return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Justin. Green 19, Justin.
Running back sent in motion. He'll look to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, we're going to pause here, and for good reason. One of the Raiders was injured on that play and is being tended to. The clock has fallen into its final minutes. Here comes second and 10.
Here we go. Extend.
Setting up to pass. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Here we go. Angel. Hey, 551. Right.
Looking to throw it. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Here we go.
Desperation time here on fourth. Trying to push deep downfield. And it's picked off, but, pretty clear he was out of bounds, so no interception, incomplete. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Giving this to Genty. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up second and 5.
Second and 5.
Go. Lightning 18.
And send that trophy to the Las Vegas Strip, baby. The Raiders are Super Bowl champions. This is something that's happened 9 times before, Brock, and now we've got number 10, winning back-to-back Super Bowls, which we talk about it often, an immeasurably difficult thing to do here in the NFL.
Yeah, puts you in some pretty elite air. So many of the groups who've done it are remembered as some